give people a minute to get in here. Before we get too hype! Switch. Yeah, I wasn't lying. We back.
I'm hitting it with the double chat channel.
Oh my god. See, yeah, that's the energy we need. That's the energy we need. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, y'all thought you would never hear my voice again this cycle. That really is wild to me.
Back to back.
That really is wild to me. We're getting the back-to-back. Not the first time, and it won't be the last time either. For this very special BLM presentation, ladies and gentlemen, wow, what a horrible read by Little Alex there. I am joined by a very special guest. Who else do you know who would get sweaty on the gridiron and then hop in the booth like 5 minutes later, ladies and gentlemen? I'm joined by the defending Super Bowl champion, 20-something, 30-something to know at this point, Cody Youngson. How's it going?
Doing good. Feeling good after that big win, and excited to see this game because, you know, one of these guys are going to be the lads that I will meet on the gridiron, and I think this is going to be I think this is going to be I don't know. I'm going to say it. I think this is going to be the most exciting game of our divisional round. I really do. I think this is going to be the closest battle. I think this is going to be like just a real sweater on both sides, and I'm excited to see what unfolds.
The AFC games, to remind you all, we got Steelers v. Browns, which has been, you know, a bit topsy-turvy as the cycle's gone on, but recently Heroes kind of dominated that. And then we also have CMAS v. Austin, Ravens, Patriots, which I am actually really interested to watch that game. I think that game could go a number of different directions.
But to be fair, I think for me, like the only reason I say that is I look at Hero. I know Hero, you know, he's in this place where, yeah, sure, he wants to win another ring, but like when you've already won 3 and then you traded Gunslinger away, it's like you're into like a lot different mindset. Steel, I think, is still pretty hungry. He's still got Kyler. His team's all pretty much intact. And so, like, in my head, personally, I lean a bit more towards Steel in there. And then, you know, of course, maybe it's my, you know, the cocksucking that I like to do with the Rhode Island boys. You know, in my head, I'm like, yeah, obviously Austin is going to, you know, really take it to CMAS. But again, you know, Austin has had a few games where, you know, where he just looks not his best, and he'll, you know, we've had conversations about that where he's like, I'm just making decisions that I've never made before and reads that I've never made before. So that's not to say that CMAS couldn't, you know, take advantage of that, but I just think this has the makings of the closest and funnest game of the divisional.
I get it, though. I mean, you get me in a booth for a Lucky or Morty game, I'm on my Troy Aikman watching the Cowboys energy. Like, I'm straight biased. I don't care. Y'all don't pay me enough in BLN to be unbiased for my commentary, so I totally get it. P-Town saying practice. We're watching practice. Yes, indeed, P-Town. That is what.
Sometimes you gotta warm up.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, listen. Before every game, about 5-10 minutes in practice mode. You know, you just gotta make sure the time is still right, and then you gotta throw 5 interceptions at the second half to end your cycle. I'm not angry. It's okay.
Yeah.
My official prediction for this one, I completely 100% agree with what you're saying, Cody. I think this is going to be a sweat fest. I think it's going to be real close. I'm going to be blown away if it's a blowout in either direction. I have to give the slight edge, I think, to Little Alex. He's been the more consistently dominant user as the cycle's continued. I do think that Dan has made some really nice steps, especially in terms of, you know, offensive efficiency, especially these last couple seasons. But when it comes down to it, I trust Little Alex a little bit more, which, like, you know, maybe that's slanderous to say about Dan, you know, maybe that's, you know, maybe I'll end up eating my words there, but when it comes to this, you know, divisional round game, when it comes to this playoff game, you know, I've seen more shaky performances from Dan this cycle than I've seen from Little Alex, so I'm gonna go with him by a touchdown. I'll say this is a 35-28 game, but again, could go any direction, and now Dan's one of the greats for a reason. We'll see. It's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm going to go just slightly the opposite way. I think, you know, we've seen Dan be one of these guys that, you know, really, like, you know, when he's had an unsuccessful cycle this last season, he really locks in.
Yeah.
He's got his gunslinger now. For me, holy Lord, this game is so loud. Okay, I'm turning your stream down. So for me, I think this is going to be a pretty close one, but I'm going, let's see if I'm doing my math right here. 45-41. I'm going 45-41 to the Vikings' favor.
Either way, I think it's going to be a really, really good game here. Hopefully we don't get demonetized. I'm hearing some menu music. I'm scared.
I know, right?
I guess this is why you did your thing, but here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Get excited, get ready.
Yeah, that's why I mute it.
Will it be snowing also? That could be really interesting. We could potentially talk about that as a factor.
Yeah, what was interesting is that was the first time, unless Alex and I talked about, or I was like, did you click the scenario? And he said no, but it was still snowing. So I think he might have clicked the scenario and told me he did to try to get an upper hand, but that's fine. But yes, because I was like, oh yeah, if we both don't click it, it won't snow, but it still snowed. So maybe he didn't lie to me, and that was the first time that I've seen that, because every time that I've had that scenario pop up, and if both users don't click it, it doesn't snow. But anyways, I'll shut up now.
I mean, Cam Akers got how many yards compared to Dwayne Potter, who got how many yards? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. The Washington football team will take the field to start this off. I will, real quick after this play, I'll ask you what you think about this offense keys to the game are here, as we do have play action. Start things up! Oh my goodness, a dangerous-ass read. Really, Cody, could have been, and I would argue should have been, a pick to start this game off.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's just, I mean, he read that play right out the gate. He had Alex had the running back open, just didn't see it. Should have been a pick. Lucky if you're the Redskins. Oh, football
coming
team.
out even more aggressively here, and that is Castle, the second best Castle in the league there. Gain of 16. You normally don't see Alex come out aggressive like this. You know, he likes to establish the run, likes to establish the flies. 2 straight, you know, kind of intermediate routes to start the game. Interesting here.
Yeah, maybe feeling the pressure, knowing that Dan can score in bunches, and now that he's got a gunslinger, it looks like maybe we'll see our first run right here.
Handoff here is J.K. Dobbins. Again, this is not an Antonio Gibson-led rushing attack. Still nearly as lethal, though, if you look at the stats. 1 rush, 6 yards. Again, I mean, I finally got a chance to breathe here. What do you think Alex's keys to the game are here offensively?
Yeah, I think I really, for both of these users, and you know, maybe this is a cop-out, but it's going to be don't throw an interception, because I think if either of these users throw an interception, you're giving the other guy the immediate advantage. So we'll see who can keep a clean game.
We'll have to see. We've seen Calamandi, you know, he's been a bit up and down in that regard in terms of playoff games.
No huddle.
Yeah, he's going to come out in no huddle here, which is interesting. 3-man rush. He will drop back. Again, you know, without Gunslinger, that is a way more dangerous read. More no huddle. I am not used to seeing Alex. Alex must have a certain game plan in mind here. It's really interesting. I mean, you know, effective so far, so we'll see. 2nd and 6. He will drop back. The seam isn't open. Wide's open. He will end up going to it. Almost gets the interception. J.K. Dobbins able to spin off him, and Dobbins continues to fight for yardage. Goes all the way to the 16, and again, finally get a chance to breathe here. Alex driving early in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's trying to set the pace, set the tone, and just let Dan know, like, hey, like, you know, I'm here to play, but this is very uncharacteristic of, you know, what we typically see out of Alex, I feel like.
Especially in the first drive of the game. I couldn't name a time I've ever seen this stretch play here. Dobbins, ooh, I thought he could have gotten a nice animation there. Still a bit hit over, and again, more no huddle, which absolutely blows my mind here. I worried a little bit about no huddle in the red zone. I worry about maybe getting a little bit too quicker offensively. He will drop back. May be able to, oh my goodness! Whoa, nearly intercepted.
Wow, that's 2.
Oh my
goodness.
Gosh. I mean, if he waits a second, but wow.
Yeah, I mean, you know me, I'm a big everything balances out in Madden type of guy, but man, if you're Dan and you're thinking, that's 2 interceptions I should have had, and this guy's on the 9-yard line, 3rd and 3 with still an opportunity to score. But you got to get that out of your mind and find a way to get a stop here.
Selked in here. He will drop back. May have had A open briefly. He will end up going to B. I don't believe he got the first down. Yeah. It was Pat's first down line when he got it. Instead, 4th and inches, and we're going to see Washington go for this 100%.
Yeah, and he had the post for a wide open for a touchdown. Dan was using his safety. That's something you'll see Dan do a lot, and you can take advantage of it. We'll see if Alex can pick up on that.
QB sneak way too easy there. That's an automatic first down for Baker. Yeah.
Bad defense. He comes out in goal line, you come out in 4-3-6 wide or whatever the hell it's called, and you're literally that gap is wide open.
Yeah, automatic 2 yards there. Baker Mayfield will once again drop back. Good usering by Dan. Baker Mayfield will have to take off, and he's gonna have to throw this away. And he will. Almost got the sack, but yeah, again, good using by Dan there. And again, just super aggressive play calling here.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna have B, but man, Dan really turned on that kind of drag that was going to the back of the end zone. I don't like this defense either.
Yeah, this is interesting. I don't completely hate it, but we'll see what happens here as he will do second goal. Set up for RPO. Good, really good defense there. Shot the gap nicely. I know that's not the user necessarily, but just great run defense there. Third and goal from the 6. Again, we've already seen 2 maybe interceptions. Will we see an actual one here? With how
that was an interesting. I mean, the defense worked, but man, it did on paper. It didn't look like it was going to.
He has struggled catastrophically here. Baker Mayfield doesn't have room. Oh my goodness! This time it's intercepted, and this is McKee there. A beautiful pick there. Again, that's ball don't lie right there. Should have had 2. And man, little Alex's red zone offense continues to disappoint this cycle.
Yeah, he was like he just was unnecessarily pressing right there. I don't know why he threw that. Nothing was open. I guess maybe he didn't want to take the sack. But when you're in the end zone like that, you can throw the ball away and like just click the right stick and they'll throw it on the back of the end zone, and it's not going to be intentional grounding. And even if it is, you still have a field goal if it's intentional grounding. Just didn't need to press like that.
As Dan takes the field for the first time, what do you think his offensive keys to the game are?
Yeah, I think for Dan, he's just got to keep doing what he's doing all game long. I think if J.C. Burns has a game where he gets 150 yards, it's going to be tough to beat him.
He will drop back. Come on, already under pressure. Will be forced to throw that away. Got absolutely screamed at. Yeah, and that's good awareness to get that throw off because a lot of users would have taken a sack there.
And that's a play that it doesn't happen all the time. I don't know what the formation is or if Alex does anything special, but that guy on the edge came in untouched. He did it on me once, and I asked him. I was like, did you nano me? And he was like, no, I didn't even know that happened. But he was like, I'm gonna see if I can get it to happen more often. Oh wow!
As we have no huddle here, as he will drop back. Come on, gonna take a deep shot to Mark Reeves. Oh my God! He gets absolutely destroyed, and Joseph with the fumble recovery. And that's tough. You use your coach's decision, you get the first down, and then you just get absolutely smoked, and it takes it all away.
Oh, I mean, this game is like both of these guys are taking no time. This is insane right now.
This is one of the fastest paced playoff games I can remember here. Will drop back, almost get sacked once again. I thought the D lineman actually had a shot at that. Ooh, we are seeing some crackhead energy out of both users right now, and I love it. This is what you need in a playoff game.
I think. And neither of these guys are just like taking a breather. Like it's like they pick a play in under 5 seconds. They're snapping in under 5 seconds once they get under center. I mean, this is insane.
Quick wheel route there. J.K. Dobbins not quite able to juke him, man. Remember, he does have evasive. It's going to be a real tough stop. And more no huddle. Again, we can keep talking about this as much as we want to, but just awfully aggressive here in terms of tempo. Does not have the out route open there. Good using. Oh my goodness, as he ends up going to Castle. Barely fits that in for the first. Again.
Yeah, I mean, you and I are going to be dead by the end of this game if it keeps going at this pace.
I feel like I'm going to pass out. I'm like, oh, God.
I mean, jeez, Pete.
Thank you, Morty, for putting your ones in the chat. I appreciate that here. 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Again, no points on the... we've seen back-to-back turnovers here to start things off. A counter to the right as J.K. Dobbins with not a ton of room, although... Oh, my Lord, Dobbins gets smoked there by Amos. Bit lucky to hold on to it, honestly.
Yeah, and Dobbins, not maybe as good as Antonio Gibson, but still kind of the big body running back. It feels like those guys end up getting a bit more broken tackles in this year's Madden. And, Dobbins doing it again right there.
Yeah, Dobbins doing his thing for sure here as we'll have more play action. Really just, I don't think he has Zach's, good user here to bring Amos over as Baker Mayfield's going to roll out, forced to throw it away. Again, awfully aggressive play calling here to start this game off.
Yeah, and he with Gunslinger, he really might have had him. I think that was a linebacker in coverage there.
Okay,
but
I
don't. If it wasn't, then I could be wrong. But I don't hate not forcing it there since on his first drive he didn't get any points.
Levels concept to the right-hand side here. Really good user to take it away, although the slant is wide open. J.K. Dobbins has room. Dobbins breaks the first tackle, goes down on the second. More no huddle. I am sick to my damn stomach already. I might quit my job here, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10. Finally, we get an inside zone. Dobbins has room. J.K. Dobbins breaks the edge. Touchdown, Washington.
Wow. Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, I might have to refresh myself on the rule books, but I'm pretty confident there is, at least at one point, I don't know if it's still in there, but there definitely was a rule at some point in Better League's existence that said, you can't run no huddle a game, and I mean, little Alex is definitely like right on the edge of breaking that rule currently, if it's still in the rule book.
He's on his Q march here right now. I think we may have actually have taken that rule away from the rule book. I think like we had a discussion about that with Kumar a couple weeks ago. But regardless, I mean, I've played Little Alex plenty of times. You've played Little Alex plenty of times. He likes his no huddle on occasion, but this is like, I mean, this is beyond, I think, what either of us have seen.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm so the pace of this game has just been very confusing. But here we are. Let's see how the Vikings can respond.
Finally, Kalaman and company back on the field here. We've barely seen them here. Handoff, Dalvin Cook. Not a ton going. It's not quite the Rams D-line, but this Washington D-line is something to fear here. Dan's got to figure this out.
Yeah, and Dan's another guy, maybe not as similar as me. I mean, I don't think he needs the run to succeed, but I think, if you shut down Dalvin Cook, it does make him very one-dimensional.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that here. 2nd and 10, he will drop back, goes to the curl route. Really nice low route, and Mark Reeves has room. Reeves, again, not afraid of that early fumble, spinning, and gets taken down. Kellerman 2 for 3, and we both know that's a concept that Dan loves to go to.
Yeah, a little curl route. Looks like he lowballed it, decided to not possession catch it, which looked risky at first, but ended up working out.
1st and 10 here, that will take us to the end of the first quarter. An action-packed, just wild first quarter to that game.
Did that thing was there any stoppage of the clock ever? Like, did that take 8 minutes on the dot?
My God.
May have took 8 minutes on the dot.
Morty with just some electric energy, and this is why I say that Morty bats 1,000. Just saying ban Little Alex in the chat. I absolutely love that energy out of Morty here.
Ban him.
Just ban him straight up. Again, inside zone here. Really good blocking here by this Vikings D-line. Dalvin Cook with a nice, subtle juke. And, those subtle, you don't need to go do the extreme jukes. Those subtle jukes are so nasty this Madden.
Yeah, and those are the types of runs, in my opinion, that gives Dan a lot of confidence. When he gets those inside zones that picks him up 5, 6, 7, or even a first down, he really starts to kind of get in his zone. We'll see if that happens.
Yeah, you got to break him out of the zone for sure. As we do have a quick dump off there. This is once again Dalvin Cook with all sorts of room as he will juke out of bounds, looking to avoid the hit there. But yeah, I've seen in my games against Dan, I've seen a very locked-in Dan, and I've also seen a Dan that'll fire up, like, balls into double coverage. So if you can get him to be uncomfortable, you can maybe feast a little bit defensively. But, yeah, so far, Kalman doing a nice job of taking what he's been given here. Again, 1st and 10, he will drop back once again. Four-man rush. The four-man rush does not get through, as he will once again get him to dump off. Dalvin Cook once again, you got to watch out here. Oh, my!
Oh, got to be careful. We know, there are some people, Alex, little Alex, Justin, that, they can sling some hit sticks in there. You have to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, you spin twice, you're right into the hit stick. I mean, that's tough. I'd be a little hot, honestly, if I were Alex on that one. As we do have, again another dump off here. This is JC Burns, again, continuing to spin. And Alex, let me know in the chat, what do you think of these spins? I want to know the exact word you have in mind for what you think of these spins.
He is screaming.
He's punching the air.
He's screaming something that would get us canceled now.
Yep, instantaneously. As Kalman will drop back again, goes to the immediate dump off here again. Another spin. Dalvin Cook just, I think, unable to get the first down, but that'll make it a very manageable 3rd and inches.
Yeah, and that's a good play because obviously he's in territory where it's not, he can still go for it if he doesn't pick it up here because this is, within the realms of not being a coach's decision. So let's see if he can pick it up on 3rd, though.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's kind of an underrated subplot. Already using his coach's decision, and we'll see if that comes back to bite him later on. As we do have 3rd and inches. We do have a fullback down. Ooh, I thought it was going to get stuffed. Instead, just able to get the first down.
Wow.
Alex played that well, in my opinion, but, Dan did a good job of immediately bouncing it outside.
Yeah, that was one of those ones that I don't know if Dan just drug it out to the left side because typically on those fullback dives, it just kind of sucks you into that hole. Really good running there.
Yeah, really good elite running there. 1st and goal, he will drop back. He will go to the wheel route. Dalvin Cook, touchdown Vikings!
Yeah, that's a staple of this Vikings offense with Dan. Yes. He loves those wheel routes. You got to be weary of those. It's tough. You got to figure out, if that's something. Oh, I thought he was going to miss it for a second.
Yeah.
That's going to be something where, do you set your zone drops? Do you or do you just user that by yourself? If you see him swing out, you just have to be cognizant of it because if he sees him out there wide open, he knows it's an easy 5 yards.
For me, for me, and I say this, I've actually had a decent amount of success.
Right there.
just a little. You know, I wasn't gonna say it, but now that you have, for me, when I'm going against Dan in the red zone, wherever Dalvin Cook goes, I'm using him, and then whatever else Dan wants to go to, like, that's fine. But yeah, like Dalvin Cook, in my experience against him, is pretty much always gonna be the first read when Dan's at the goal line like that. So yeah, you gotta take him away. Alex not quite able to do so there. 7-7 ball game here, about halfway through the second quarter. We're gonna see, looks like a heavy dose J.K. Dobbins here, stretch play. J.K. Dobbins has room. And Dan, you know, sometimes struggles with the open field tackling. Did not there, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that time really, I don't know where his user was, but because, I mean, both of those were AI defenders, and Dobbins ended up juking right into the defensive lineman, but good run defense nonetheless.
Yeah, I think he clicked off in the last second, was really nice. Says that he's going to take away RB. Good usering, although A ends up being open. That is Boone there. Is he a wide receiver or a tight end? I can't tell.
I think, yeah, Boone's a tight end, I'm pretty sure.
Tight end, okay. Well, awfully fast tight end there, and he will get the first down. Morty and Hero saying they both have the first draft of their team list. Do love to hear that. 9 days, or 10 days, excuse me, 10 days until the lottery. We're very excited. Baker Mayfield, oh my goodness, Baker Mayfield says, get off me, to the D lineman there. Sheesh.
Oh my. Oh my. Woo! Hey, I'm a big Madden bounces out guy, but
yeah, but is the key word there.
but boy, oh boy. All right,
we've seen some shit already, ladies and gentlemen, as he will drop back again, using May, which he can sometimes exploit, as he will go to the corner route. Really nice way to get an ideal animation there for your little Alex. Give himself the toe drag swag. First down, Castle.
Yeah, good gunslinger throw right there. He clicked on, kind of just like wiggled inward just a little bit to get that possession catch and not get hit. I like that right there.
Handoff Dobbins, nice diving tackle by the Vikings to prevent more. And again, we're seeing more no huddle. He must see something he likes, or this is just the strategy against Dan. I don't know. Maybe it's Dan specific here. Although I've never, like, people who it's like you come out in no huddle and then you just like audible to a completely different formation. Like just go in the huddle if you're going to do that. I've never understood. Yeah. And we do have a handoff here as J.K. Dobbins tells me to shut up. Gets an easy first down.
Yeah, I mean, so far, I mean, outside of, you know, the couple bad mistakes that didn't end up being a pick, but then in the red zone did end up being a pick, Alex has moved the ball really with ease. I mean, and really you could say the same about Dan. I mean, he used his coach decision, got the ball down the field, and it was a fumble. So, you know, as of now, this is looking like it's going to be a shootout, but somehow, like, it's the 2-minute warning, and I'm just, like, so confused how this game is flying by.
We are moving at a rapid rate here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, 7-7 ball game. Time is a factor at this point. You know, you got to balance that scoring with not wanting to give Dan a ton of time to respond to the drive of his own. J.K. Dobbins has room, uses the blocking really nicely, falls forward for a first down, and that is our first timeout by Minnesota.
Smart timeout. You know, that's, you know, it's just a catch-22 when you're little Alex. You know, you want to use as much clock as you get, but then you get a first down. Now it's 1st and goal, so Vikings are going to start to use their timeouts. Can they hold them to 3, though?
Baker Mayfield takes a tackle there. I mean, that's the second time now. Obviously, it's not a hit stick. That's the second time we've seen Baker Mayfield, pull it on the read option, and neither time has it been open.
Yeah, you got to be careful for sure. He's taken, you know, the next hit on Baker might be a fumble, but we'll see if it comes.
Second goal here again. This is the area where Alex struggles historically, although I think he may have wide if he wants to go to it. As Baker's going to take off. Oh my goodness! So what's the call there? Might be roughing, potentially no illegal touching on Anthony Schwartz.
Yeah, I think he stepped out of bounds right at the end of this route. Yep, I did see, and that's frustrating, but also Schwartz was the guy that was coming on a crosser, so he was kind of like just coming in hot. So like I like that happened, because a guy shouldn't just be like crossing from one field to the other and just like not be able to like not step out of bounds type of thing, you know?
So
I do think that was a fair call.
3rd and goal here. Again, hate to repeat myself. Alex historically has struggled in this area. We'll see if he continues to here. He will drop back. Great using by Dan and Baker. Forced to take off, forced to throw it away. Again, 2 goal line possessions here by Washington. Looks like they're going to come away with only 3 points combined.
Yeah, I don't love the play calling in the red zone so far. It hasn't been horrendous. It hasn't been bad necessarily. But I just think, like, if Alex were to watch this back, he would see that Dan's using that single high safety a lot, and he might be able to attack the corners of the end zones a bit more. And it feels like a lot of the stuff is just like kind of right within, the box, if you will. It's all very compressed. It was an angle route. There was a dig route. There was like maybe one corner. I don't know. It's just you're playing to Dan's hand there where he can just run around with the safety.
It's a lot of receivers clogging the same area of the field. Yeah. You're giving Dan the opportunity to like take away multiple guys with just one user here. So he will drop back. A good user here, although he will go to Irv Smith. Smith able to spin off a man. Smith, you got to watch those hit sticks. You gotta watch those hit sticks. I'm scared.
I mean, we've been talking about the Madden luck, but Dan has swallowed like 4 hit sticks at this point. Hasn't fumbled, so it all bounces out.
Is that Gator Gray, Carl Joseph? Wait a minute. First and 10 here. He will drop back. 4-man rush gets bagged up. Kellen Mond with a seam shot to J.C. Burns, the future Hall of Famer, finally makes his mark on the game. Big play there by Dan.
Honestly, threw that kind of late, but still came up with it. I think he throws that about a second earlier. He probably has a touchdown, but regardless, big play.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... Dan's got a lot of weapons on this team. Obviously, J.C. Burns, Mark Reeves, he's got a decent tight end core, and Dalvin Cook on top of all that. It's just, you got to pick your poison here, and J.C. Burns is not the poison out of pick. Let's just say that here, as he will drop back here. He may end up having that crossover, but he will go to it. Watch out. Oh, my goodness. Smith able to get the catch, get out of bounds, too. This is a really, really nice 2-minute drive out of Minnesota.
Yeah, I wonder if Alex has his hard flats or just his flat set, zone drop flat set there, because that DB played that very odd.
Yeah, that was interesting here as we do a stretch play. Dalvin Cook with a little bit of room, although not quite able to use it. One more timeout. Will he spike it here? Or just go straight no huddle, excuse me. I'll let you get your thoughts in real quick. It's stuck on the D-line, although drops back on it. Hike and roams. Good user here, although not enough. Touchdown, Vikings!
Okay. I didn't like that. I didn't like the no huddle there. Maybe he saw and maybe he liked the defense that he was in. He felt like he could score there, and he proved me wrong. But yeah, I felt in one of those situations when you're that close to the end zone, it feels like why not go ahead and use your time and give yourself when there's only 20 something seconds, give yourself as much time as possible, because it's probably going to be an incomplete pass if you're not scoring. But hey, here Dan proved me wrong, and it's 14-10. That's a very big score right there. He holds little Alex to a field goal, and then gets a score, and then I believe the Vikings hit the ball at half.
Dan's about to get the ball.
That was massive.
Yeah, I mean Minnesota, if they play this right, and by play this right, I mean get a touchdown on the next drive. They could find themselves in a really nice position here to kind of open up the second half. One more play here for Washington. We're not expecting much, unless something crazy happens. Cody, just give me your general thoughts on this half. What have you liked? What have you disliked? Just what are your thoughts on this one so far?
I haven't. It feels like Dan has, for the most part, played his game. I haven't liked what little Alex has done, because I don't feel like little Alex. Oh, he has B.
Not quite.
Jesus. But sometimes that middle safety just doesn't play it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't just, word to the wise before I go back to what I was saying before. If it's 4 seconds left, just use that middle safety and just guard 80 yards down the field. Just be safe. Just guard 80 yards down the field to be safe. But anyways, it's been a good game out of both users. They've been very efficient, but what I haven't liked is I feel like Dan, for the most part, has played his game. Alex has played very uncharacteristically. I feel like the games that we see Alex dominate is where he's running the ball effectively, where he's taking his time, he's using a lot of clock, he's like, he's using first, second, he's picking up big third downs, and you just feel like the game's out of your control. And with him going this no huddle this whole time, it feels like it's playing into Dan's hand a little bit.
Trap concept. Dalvin Cook has room. Watch out. Just able to get the shoestring tackle to prevent even more. But Dalvin Cook, we haven't seen a ton of him necessarily in the running game, but he's been effective, about 6 yards a carry, excuse me. And yeah, I agree with you. And I'll also add that, I was just saying, if you listen back to my commentary on yours and Alex's game after the fact, I was saying a big part of that game I thought came down to Alex's lack of efficiency, kind of lack of execution in the red zone. And a lot of this game is Washington just having no clue what they're doing when it comes down to once you get into those compressed situations, it's just been bad play calling, bad execution. I mean, Washington could have the lead right now. You could argue they should have the lead, but they can't punch it in when they have these opportunities.
Oh, Dalvin trying to fight right there. No, I do agree. Yeah, Eagles know huddle here, so I'll shut up.
Absolutely. 3rd and 3 here again. A pretty big drive here for both teams to continue to establish here. May end up having Dalvin Cook. He will go to it. That's it!
Oh, tough drop right there. But to be fair, even if he catches that, I think he gets tackled and he's short, and he's already out of his coach decision. So that doesn't really matter. But no, yeah, I do agree with you. I think,
a punt from the heavens there. Not to interrupt you. That was succulent. Go ahead.
Woo! Yeah, I mean, the returner there doing his job. You never return a punt or catch a punt within 5 yards, but boy, did that thing have backspin on it. But yeah, I agree. I mean, he's thrown one pick and settled for a field goal. But now he's got the advantage here. The Vikings had the opportunity to go up a score and they didn't do it, or go up multiple scores. They didn't do it. Can the football team J.K. Dobbins going after right here, but can they capitalize right here and go up 17-14?
Dobbins doing a great job of getting Washington kind of out of their own goal line, and now Washington with some room to maneuver there. Massive defensive stop. Not to overlook that, as he will go to the immediate dump off there. J.K. Dobbins, nice wrap-up tackle there. Nice form tackle by the linebacker. Yep. I was almost expecting no huddle, honestly, but we got a chance to take a breath here.
Right. Yeah, no, and that's good. That's good tackling there by the Vikings and Dan. Alex loves those little quick out routes with Dobbins, and you gotta tackle him in the open field.
The quickest way to know Dan's tilted is his open field tackling, and he's doing a really nice job so far, which tells me he's locked in. As J.K. Dobbins is a nice room.
Just immediate.
Yeah. Instantaneous. Let me get real quick to who's viewing this game. We got Alex. We got, obviously, Cody lurking in the chat here. We got Hootie. We got Morty. We got Hero, Ryan, Steele, Cloud. I'm sure more of y'all are coming in as this game goes on. Thank you all so much for joining us in BLN. And J.K. Dobbins just gets absolutely wrapped up there by number 51. Yeah. I'm gonna, I did it last game. No one donated. I did it the game before. No one donated. Let's see if y'all want to drop some goddamn money to feed the commentators here.
You piece of shit.
It's like, golly, like I'm frying my voice for nothing? Last season of the cycle? RB is about to be wide open, and he will go to it. This is Anthony Schwartz, who we haven't seen a ton this game. Tried to juke inside, unable to, but that is a big first down.
Yeah, very big first down right there. Little Alex, again, looking like efficient. He's moving the ball very easily, but once he gets into the red zone, can he put it in?
Yep. Yeah, again, this area of the field has not been an issue for him. Yeah, four-man rush again gets, I was about to say backed up, but he gets screamed at, and that is intentional grounding. And I swear if that was Justin, they'd swallow the flag.
yeah, probably. The D tackle just, little kind of, almost a stunt there that happened, if you will, and the D tackle just kind of screamed through.
Great usering out of Dan, and he's going to force Baker to take off and make a third and a mile.
Dan's user has been maybe some of the best that I've seen it so far this game. He is bagging up so many of Alex's reads. Again, I think if you're Alex, though, you got to pay attention because Dan will sometimes user that safety. Like right now, he dragged him over. Will he use her? Will he not? You just got to pay attention because he could leave somebody wide open.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Dan has been known, like you were saying, to give up that, and he is usering May. We'll see if he attacks it here. As A not quite open, May end up trying to force it to X. Instead, he's going to take off nowhere near the first down. And I think he's also, 4th and 8. Oh. Yeah, I was about to say, it's too, you got to punch this ball. 4th and 8. I don't like that.
Yeah. You got to trust your defense, though. At a minimum, hold them to a field goal, and you're still only down 7. So, yeah, I think good decision to punt here. Oh, what is he doing?
Punt meters all over the place. I'm shook.
My goodness.
As ends up kicking it up, all that just kick it out of bounds. Love it.
Yeah. All right. On that, and even on that scramble, that's, maybe you disagree, but I think he kind of had X down the field, and he probably could have just thrown it because if it was picked, that's still effectively a punt. Unless you just unless there's a crazy return of 30, 40, 50 yards or even more. I would have liked to see him just kind of hammer that down the field on 3rd down, but regardless.
Oh my goodness, look out, JC! Burns is gone! Touchdown, Minnesota!
Got to be careful. We caught him in it right there, I think. So one thing I think Alex likes to do quite a bit is he comes out in that cover two man, and he will put both of his safeties in purples, I believe. Or maybe if not purples, he might change them to blues. But regardless, he takes both of those safeties and plays them, in the corners of the field. That was a definite Madden 21 meta that I think maybe he needs to kind of take and kind of stash into, maybe it'll be good in Madden 23 again, or maybe just throw it away. because that's definitely not something that's super effective this Madden, and you see right there why. I mean, man defense just got absolutely bad, like just torched right there.
For this drive right now, I think little Alex is staring the end of his cycle down in the face right now. If he's not able to put 7 on the board, we're looking at a really, really bad situation.
And right here, changes to a halfback dive.
Oh. So he'll end up spinning, effectively costing himself some yards. It's not like he's played a horrible game, but again, it hasn't been quite enough, especially in the red zone here.
No huddle when you're single back 3.
I really would have ran the ball there, as Baker Mayfield's going to end up going to the wheel route there. J.K. Dobbins has room. Dobbins will get the first down and more, takes it to the 42-yard line. More no huddle. And again, I mean, we can talk about this all we want here. I do not like this just approach from Alex at all. I haven't liked it the entire game.
It just seems a little panicked.
Yeah. I mean, he seems... Yeah.
Oh, my stream's buffering. Is yours?
Not quite now, but yeah. I mean...
Refresh.
It's okay. Yeah, 2nd and 5 here. Finally get a chance to breathe. Yeah, he's felt a bit panicked, a bit off from the start of the game, and we'll see whether it continues here. As he does have Y one up going to him. This is once again J.K. Dobbins. Really nice diving tackle there by Williams. Not quite able to get the first down. 3rd and easy though. 3rd and inches. And,
and this is one of those games too where like when you're playing him, like you're winning, but you're still a little frustrated because I would not be surprised if Dobbins has touched the ball 90% of the time.
Yeah. You're not wrong about that. Has the quick out open. Will end up... Oh, my goodness. Baker Mayfield fumbled the bag there.
Wow. What happened?
I think he may have actually gotten caught up on the route. I think he kind of, like, bumped another...
Yeah, did he... And so I think now we're going to see the coach's decision, no doubt.
Well, I think you can go for this, right, regardless. I don't think this is coach... Well...
I don't know. I really don't know what the rule is, to be honest with you.
Regardless here, 4th and inches, a big play. Maybe the biggest of the game here for Alex. Just changing his mind multiple times. He will end up handing it off. J.K. Dobbins just gets the first down. Oh, my God. I really thought he got stuffed.
He did a... Speaking of panic tackles, he panic dove for the fucking first down.
It worked. Hey, were it not for that dive, there's no way he'd have gotten it. So, fair play to him. A is open. He will end up going to it. This is Boone once again. Boone able to fall forward for a gain of 15. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the last time I say it all cycle, so y'all better come correct. Put down fuzz in the chat! Talk to me better, like.
So I think Alex is trying to also do anything he can, which he maybe knocked in. I think Dan could see his primary receiver, so he's got the the absolutely, nasty glitched out momentum factor there, and I think he finally knocked him out of it. So he, hopefully he can then now move the ball a little bit more with ease.
Ooh, a very odd suction tackle there. I thought J.K. Dobbins may have been gone there, but got wrapped up. As we have a gifted sub, I apologize. I'll get to real quickly. Hootie gifting a sub to Jesse. That's just brother shit. Oh my God! I thought Morton was gonna get it, although Anthony Schwartz instead hits the corner touch down. Washington.
Wow. Big B spin. We know Alex is sitting at his house right now watching that, just throwing up, just getting himself canceled by his neighbors. But yeah, really good usering once again. Was that a linebacker though?
I think it might have been a linebacker. Yeah, and we're gonna see play as he finally converts a play here on the goal line, trying to make it a 3-point game.
Yeah, really quick play there. He just kind of quick snap Dan. Yeah. Good play, 3-point game. But this defense is gonna have to show up. I mean, Dan has the same way moved the ball with ease. It was the first quarter was a bit chaos, for everyone that didn't tune in the first quarter or maybe was here. It was chaos. It was, quick. It was action-packed. There was an interception. There was a coach's decision and a fumble. And then now both these users have settled in a bit more. But again, this football team defense needs to step up.
Absolutely, yeah. We've seen, I think, one stop by this defense, again, on that just bone-crunching fumble. On Dan's coach's decision in the first drive. Other than that, I want to say that Minnesota's 3 for 3 in terms of drives and touchdowns. So we'll see what Washington's able to do here. I can't remember another stop as we do have another handoff here. Dalvin Cook able to get. Oh my gosh, Dalvin Cook able to spin off a man. And you keep coming out in these dime sets, these dollar sets. I mean, I guess I was nickel 3-3-5, but you keep coming out in these kind of soft sets. It's all too easy for Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, I'm not, I'm not against nickel 3-5, in certain situations, but when he comes out in two wide with a fullback and a tight end, or is it
Coming out
or two
dollar
tight
here.
end, I just don't love the play calling so far.
Trying to generate some pressure. I think this will be a three-man rush. Good using here. I think he may have the crosser open. He will go to it once again. This is Justin Jefferson with, I believe, his first catch of the game. Gain of 39, I want to say there. Just, a classic deep crosser hitting in Madden 22.
Yeah, not great usering there. I think he was trying to prevent the shallow thing there with his user, but you got to know that crosser's going to be butt naked if you leave him there.
Has Dalvin Cook. Is Dalvin Cook able to spin off panic tackle? Dalvin Cook jukes. Tries to get out of bounds. Not quite able to do so. Kellen Mond, 14 for 16. Some succulent efficiency out of Dan.
Yeah, Dan's just played a perfect game. When you look at it, he literally the only thing that's gone against him was that fumble.
Yeah.
And outside of that, he is just overcome.
I was trying to do a lot here as my stream buffers at the wrong time. I might be a second behind you on this play. First and goal here. About 5:15 remaining. Must stop situation here for Alex. If he wants to stay in this game mentally, he will drop back. Good user here, and Kellen Mond goes down finally. The D-line gets through there. That is Collins with the sack. Backs Dan up. Big play by the D-line.
Yeah, I don't know if Dan didn't think that was man defense or what happened there, but, drop back, had some guys, I don't know if he was just a four-man rush, but regardless, kind of walked right into the pressure there. But, yeah, good usering nonetheless.
Great usering now. Second and goal at the 15. Again, there's a lot you got to account for here when you're playing Dan. We know this. He will drop back. Has Dalvin Cook open. Dalvin Cook able to spin off man wheel. Dalvin Cook not quite able to get into the end zone. But again, those quick out routes, those drag routes, those can turn into yards after catch here now.
You have to hold him to 3. That's your only shot at winning this game.
Yep, simple. Yep, you have to score real quick if you don't. But yeah, this may be the death blow here potentially if Minnesota's able to punch this in. And again, this is where having the coach's decision would be nice.
I think we're going to see a run here.
Yeah, Power-O. Maybe we'll see Kellen Mond making some adjustments. Shutting the crowd up. Y'all aren't loud enough for me. Kellen Mond taking his time. Adjust. Don't know if he's going to get this play off here. Will call timeout. Will that come back to bite him later? We'll see.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I think probably I don't know why he flipped the play, to be honest, but maybe he did that once Alex kind of spread his D-line back out, but comes out in a different look here.
Power-O here. Dalvin Cook gets stood up and wrapped up by the end there. Massive play.
Kick a field goal, doesn't he?
Not only, he's thinking about it, Cody.
Doesn't he have to kick the field goal technically?
He's thinking about it. Or
is it 4th and goal? Can he go for it?
Gosh. Alex, let me know what the rules are. I'm not clear on it here. I think Alex may be DMing Dan right now. I think that's why he's not calling a play. I'm not sure Dan can go for this.
Oh, he said it's legal. It's
legal. All right, say less. All
right, here we go.
4th and goal here. Biggest play of the season for both teams here. This may be the death blow, or it may give Alex the life he so desperately needs. Trips to the left. Justin Jefferson to the right. He will drop back. Kellen Mond, wheel route. Touchdown, Cook.
Got to be aware of it. He's hit. That's twice now. He's hit that play.
Oh, my goodness.
There it is. You got to be aware of it. We said it earlier. You have to be aware of that wheel route all game, but especially in the red zone. And there it was, because it's such an easy, they just rat catch it right into the end zone. They can't be stopped. It's such an easy read at times. And what was weird is he had somebody on the left side, and he had someone manned up, and I don't think he had anyone in the flat, so I think that's why he attacked the flat. But you just have to know Dan's looking Dalvin Cook there, first read every time.
Danny Bigcock is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. What a season-defining play there out of Kellen Mond, out of Dalvin Cook. Again, it's that is the connection that's hit most consistently this game. It's been the dump offs to Cook. It's been the wheel routes. That's the second time we've seen that read go for a touchdown, and that may be the play that sends little Alex home packing here. Well, let's see. Obviously not over yet. Still over 3 minutes. Still all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, he's gonna have to score. In my opinion, he's gonna have to score this before the 2-minute warning if he wants to win this game.
I 100% agree with you. Yeah, 1st and 10, and I wouldn't be opposed to taking an early field goal if you're able to get into field goal range here. Because ends it either way. Dump off here. Dave J. Dobbins almost spins off 2 men there, and we're gonna see no huddle here most likely.
Yeah, I like the spin, trying to get in space.
I agree. Yeah, gain of 12 here. We're going to, looks like audible to a flood concept here. Baker Mayfield taking his time. He will drop back. I don't see anyone. Man up going to Y, does have Y. Anthony Schwartz with a beautiful possession catch.
Big play.
Again, do you kick a field goal here?
I think because he got out of bounds, you have time to play with here. You have time to play with.
Yeah, as long as it's before the 2-minute warning here. We'll see as he goes play action here. He will drop back. Again, good using once again. He will go to Anthony Schwartz. Touchdown, Washington.
Wow.
I didn't see it. I did not see that at all.
What a throw. That was impressive. Baker Mayfield, literally as he's getting hit, that was impressive out of little Alex. He is fighting for his life, and that is exactly what he needed right there. He has 3 timeouts with the 2-minute warning. His defense has to come up big. What an offensive drive right there that was. What was it, 3 plays? 3 plays in about 30 seconds, if you will. That was impressive.
3 plays, yeah. We saw the drag where he did the spin. We saw that crosser out of bounds, and then an absolutely sucking with post shot there to Anthony Schwartz. And man,
that was, woo!
That's all I can say right now. 28-25. Again, Washington got to get a stop quickly. Like you said, all 3 timeouts still with the 2-minute warning as well. And coming out in empty here. I don't know how I feel about this. This is very interesting, but we'll see what Calmon's able to do here. 4-man rush gets bagged up, has the curl route open, will go Justin Jefferson. Big first down and more. Fights for every yard, and looks like we're going to see Washington allow this to go to the 2-minute warning here. Interesting.
Yeah, I think you go ahead and use your timeouts. Because, if an incomplete pass or something like that, you have the 2-minute warning still, so you have an extra timeout. I don't know why you let this run down. I think if you had 2 timeouts, I understand letting it run down maybe. But if you have 3, I think you go ahead and use it.
Zero reason to snap it here for Calmon. And I don't like doing the fake hikes because that can lead to false start sometimes. Makes an adjustment. Yep, 2-minute warning.
It's just like you just wasted 30 seconds for no reason.
Yeah. A lot of people I feel like don't know how to handle clock management late in games.
Yeah, because you call that timeout even if he gets a complete pass, then you can let him run down to the 2-minute warning. It's like, okay, fine.
Alex coming out in dime, just kind of trusting his user here, trusting his D-line. We'll see whether this is a heavy dose of Dalvin Cook or really what we get here from Calmon. Again, making a series of adjustments. Still all 3 timeouts. Will drop back, 5-man rush. Has Dalvin Cook again wide open. He will go to a Dalvin Cook, spins. Dalvin Cook gets wrapped up by Newsome. 7-yard gain there makes it all the more tough for little Alex here.
Yeah, I think if you're little Alex right here, I know it's scary against a good passer like Dan. I think you just need a hard flat all day, and you just need to, you just hope your user makes the right decision where Dan's looking down the field.
2nd and 4 here, trap concept here. Dalvin Cook may have just sealed it for the Vikings. Not quite in terms of time, but that is a crushing first down here for Washington.
Yeah, I don't know. I
dime
don't know
and nickel. It's like I don't understand.
I'm trying to look at little Alex's playbook and just doesn't have a lot of 4-down sets really in his playbook. I feel like it's and if it does, there's a lot of linebackers on the field like this right here, 4-4, which obviously is going against a heavy set, but just a lot of 3-down dime nickel dollar sets, just some weird things. But there's still some life in them. Not a lot, but can he make a miracle happen?
Better have that conservative turned on here for Minnesota. That was a bone-crushing hit stick. I'd imagine he does, though. 2nd and 11. Even if he gets the ball back at this point, it's going to be with, 15, 20 seconds left. He's going to need
it would take
a miracle at this point. 2nd straight stretch here. Dalvin Cook does not have a ton of room. Yeah, elite usering there to get that going.
But to be fair, if he keeps him away from field goal range, it's a lot, I would not be surprised to see Dan pass it here, too, because he wants to get in field goal range. We'll see.
I wouldn't do it.
I love the defense again.
I'm handing this ball off. Give him the ball back with 20 seconds left.
But this is what, dime 2-3-6 or nickel 2-4-5.
And he's got a really weird blitz setup too. Yeah.
You're just asking someone to run it. J.C. Burns might be butt naked here if Dan has him on a streak. He's doing the same. He's doing the same thing that J.C. Burns scored on last time.
Will J.C. Burns seal the game here? Will it be a run for that matter? It will not be. Calmon drops back. Will he force it? No, he doesn't. Dalvin Cook is wide open and will seal it. 4. Danny will finally move past the divisional round. It will be Vikings Rams in the NFC Championship game. And congrats to
Yeah.
Dan. This was a long time coming for him to make it past the divisional round. Just, I think the better, more locked-in performance from quarters 1 to 4.
Yeah, and I think that it happened a few times this game where you saw little Alex come out in man defense, and you have to be careful when you come out man defense, because if you guess wrong on the running back's route, which he did right there, they're just absolutely butt-ass naked. We saw it a few times, and really it was Dalvin Cook in the passing game that, ended up making multiple big plays that won the Vikings this game,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just a all-around balanced effort. It was no one man, I would say, on this Vikings team really like carried that offense. You got to dose J.C. Burns, you got to dose Dalvin Cook. Mark Reeves made a couple of big plays. Obviously, Kellen Mond was doing his thing. Just like a really, really just solid, just a calm effort from Dan, I would say, all the way throughout. And yeah, the deserving winner, in my opinion. We have both coaches in here. Obviously, we'll start off with the winner. Dan finally made it past the divisional round. How's it feel?
Oh, hey guys, it feels so damn good. You know it, Connor. I'm sure you had the narrative. I went 4 playoff appearances, 4 wild card wins, 4 divisional round losses this cycle. All I had in my mind after I beat you was, man, I cannot make it 5 for 5. We got to get this win, and we got to keep pushing and make a run. Good game to little Alex. I mean, it was a great game. It was a grind of a game. Very, very low possession kind of game. Not that many possessions. I felt like pretty long sustained drives from both of us. I felt like until he started, getting desperate and played really well in that situation. No, it was just real good. I was a little 2 factors in the game. One good for me, one against. That early coach's decision I thought was really going to bite me in the ass. I just had a laser for like 50 yards to Mark Reeves, and he just coughs up the football the minute he catches the football. Just me in playoffs and fumbling, I guess. But and then I had the like a book M factor for a little bit. Alex did a real good job of trying to deflect that from me, not letting me see what he was going to run. He did a good job on that. But yeah, it was just a grind of a game. Had a great turnover to start the game. Was just felt pretty well in control for most of it, and just put up some real good clutch drives and clutch plays to finally get that little monkey off my back. And yeah, it was some good drives and stuff. So I can't wait to play Cody. That's all. And good game to Alex, and was a grind, and can't wait to grind some more.
So and frankly, this was the case against me in our playoff game. This was the case, in past divisional rounds. We've seen kind of the good, the bad, and the ugly of Kellen Mond, right? Like, we've seen, games like today where he's like, you're super locked in, making all the right reads. But we've also seen, halves or even entire games sometimes where, maybe you take that risky read to J.C. Burns that you shouldn't, or maybe, the pressure gets through, you panic. Like, today was a near perfect performance from you. Were you just like locked in from the start, or like, what do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I mean, I had like the second Alex texted me at like at 11:30. He's like, "Man, like Connor wants to comment. You want to just play it at midnight?" I was like, "Sure." I was kind of on the fence. I was like, "You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just get it over with." And I went in practice mode for like 10 reps, and I just felt like, man, I'm locked in. I'm locked in, and I can't wait to play. So it's very rare you go into the game thinking that 100%, but I felt that, and thankfully nothing early happened like against me that made me like start climbing, because I feel like in Madden 22, once you start climbing and clawing your way back, it's hard, because the way how easy offense is. If your opponent can just keep scoring, then you have no shot. So I was glad to stay in control, get a good defensive stop to begin the game. I mean, that's huge when you do that in Madden 22. And you get up a possession knowing you get the ball at half. So it was great. It was a great performance. I felt good. I know I'm going to have to play that 2 more times to get a ring. I know I got to play, that and better against Cody, because I know he'll be ready. And, if I'm lucky enough to win that, then, the next game would probably be the same. So, yeah, I was locked in.
Cody, got any questions?
Yeah, was there anything that you felt like Little Alex was doing? I know you guys have played, a handful of times, not a ton, but here and there. But was there anything that he was doing differently that you felt like was giving you a little bit fits? I mean, us in the booth, we felt like it was a very, I don't know, the game just felt like it was coming at it quick. It was two guys, playing aggressive.
The term crackhead energy was used. I believe I used that term at one point.
Yeah. I mean, I think we were both on that like Kumar no huddle energy a lot. From both sides, just trying to like really get some quick snaps. I felt like that was the best game of my quick snap game I had all cycle, and I knew I had to do that against Alex because I know he sets up some good defenses. You need to get a step ahead on that. Honestly, it just came down to the pass rush. I had a lot of time in the pocket, and I feel like that's a big factor whether or not I play well or not is if I can get some blocking. And like, how we talk about it's a coin toss. Like Madden had, I got the Madden luck with the sheds or lack thereof on my end. So, just was able to stay in the pocket, stay composed, and make all my reads. Never had a problem.
Beautiful stuff. Dan, we'll get back to you for your final thoughts on this one, but we move on now to Little Alex. Obviously, the cycle is over. An unbelievable cycle out of you. I mean, 3 Super Bowl appearances, consistently elite. It comes to an end here. What do you have to say about the game, the cycle, or whatever, before we move on to questions?
Thank fucking God. I am so over. I don't know. I was locked in for the first few seasons. I felt good, and then I just kept on losing and kept on wanting to shoot myself more. But no, good game to Dan. A lot of people will say some users are all team. I don't know what the hell this man does on defense, but every time I play him, his defense is either just awful or amazing. And today, he was able to get his guys to lock in because his scheme on defense is unbelievable. And I wish I could lab with him and learn what he does on defense because I have a lot of respect. I was looking at his defense his players on defense. His 84 speed fucking safety picked me off. And if you could make that happen, like I respect it. But great game. I mean, I played awful on offense. I was really bad. I could not finish my drives. I did have a touchdown, but it ended up getting called back because the stupid touching rule or whatever. But no, I mean, I just felt out of control. You guys probably saw me just dumping it off every play. And like, I felt kind of like I didn't want to be that repetitive dickhead, but I legit could not see anything open. And I was just flustered throughout most of the game. I did kind of feel bad, but it was somewhat working. And it was the only thing that did work. I think the most frustrating part, though, is that when I needed to score at the end, I scored in 3 plays. Like I wish I could have just done that throughout the whole game and just been a lot more explosive. But again, good game to Dan. Good luck against Cody. I think it's going to be a fun game to watch. Hopefully I'll be in the booth. And thank you guys for commentating.
Totally. I mean, you kind of just alluded to it there, but it really, like, as we look at your cycle overall, as we look at this game, etc., it really does feel to me like if you were just a bit better in the red zone, and I'm not saying this to be a dickhead, but like, it really does feel like it feels like red zone offense is like the thing that's kind of like held you back from, just incredible success. Like this is going to sound like such a stupid question when I think about how to word it here. Like, what is it about like that area of the field that just like, cause you're so efficient, like what is it about that just kind of like stymies you?
I guess I second guess myself a little too much. Like, especially with Gunslinger, you're supposed to make quick reads and hit those hot, quick throws, especially in the red zone. And while Gunslinger does give me the ability to do that, I just second guess myself way, way too much. And I miss at least 3 reads almost every time. And they're tight windows. They're not easy throws necessarily, but I think that's a part of my game I really need to work on. And yeah, that's all I have to say. It's just so frustrating not being able to finish a drive.
Cody, you got anything?
Yeah, I think, if you watch the game back, what we talked about is, or talked about a lot is, I felt like, what was the reason or thinking behind all the no huddle? I think, I'm not saying that I don't think it didn't work necessarily, but at least from playing you in the past, I feel like where you become very difficult to beat is where you just have these long drives where you're running the ball, you're picking up third downs, all this type of thing. And it felt like the no huddle maybe kind of like put you in this like fast paced mode that maybe you were not as used to. And I don't know. Am I hitting something there, or I guess what was the thought behind going all the no huddle?
Yeah, that is a fair point. That's something I just kind of added this past season. I've been kind of labbing it throughout the regular season and trying to get more comfortable. And I felt pretty comfortable. And the big thing against Dan is that I mean, if you've ever heard his mic while he's streaming, it's just click, click, click on defense. So the point was to try to stop him from being able to make these adjustments that he's able to get off. And you are 100% right. I think when I had Lamar, like I would always have like 10 play, 12 play, 13 play, which is pretty long for a Madden game. And I just have these drives to break down and wear down the defense. And I kind of went away from that. And if I could replay this game, my one regret would be to just slow it down and just play my game and let Dan make the adjustments and just beat him.
For sure.
All right, Alex, I'm going to actually ask you one more question before we get to Dan. And you can get as toxic as you want with your response here. We've got both of the AFC Championship game participants in the booth. I want a prediction for the NFC Championship game, excuse me. Who wins between Dan and Cody? and you're not getting out of it. I need a prediction. Say less. Dan, give me your final thoughts on the game.
No.
Okay, good.
No, hold on. All right. My final prediction is Cody wins by 50.
Damn! Okay, well.
That's toxic. That's toxic as hell.
All right, well, Dan's trash. Dan's all team. You hate to see it.
That's toxic.
Dan, final thoughts on the game before we cut the stream here and maybe play Fall Guys? Question mark.
Yeah, I might have to drive to Newport and find that Pell Bridge because, but yeah, no, it was fun. It was a fun game. Remember, BL is always a great league. No matter what happens in the game, and I wasn't the biggest fan of Madden 22. It's kind of a win-win. It's either I keep winning or I don't have to play this game anymore. So that's so that's fun going into every game. So I can't wait to play Cody. It's gonna be a fun game, and I don't know because you guys have to advance the divisional round at the beginning of my work week. So now I might not. I may have to play at midnight. If I win against Cody, I've played the Super Bowl at midnight. I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see, but it was fun, and can't wait for more games. There will be plenty of BL in next cycle and all to come, and it's all great. We're a great league and a bunch of great people. Couldn't be any better. We got some great productions on BLN coming down the pipe, including some live shows in Chicago. First time we've ever all come together for something like that. Let's go, baby! And the July project, which we'll spill some more details on later. But again, congrats to Dan, a 28-25 victory over little Alex's Washington football team. Again, he will move on to the NFC Championship game for the first time in this cycle, where he will face Cody's LA Rams, who are on a 2-season undefeated streak in user games. That's gonna be a good one. The Dan-Cody rivalry remains a hot one. So I'm excited. Along with Cody Youngson, thanks for joining me in the booth. I am your play-by-play man, Connor Rice. Probably the last time you'll ever hear me in the booth because I'm going to be out of town all weekend. So good luck to everyone in their games, and peace.